Mute first. That's pretty important. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a good day to watch some Counter-Strike. My name's Ziggy. We got a fantastic game lined up for us this evening. We are out of the group stage for Off Season Shenanigans Season 8. We're in playoffs now. It's 32 teams total, or 16 teams total in playoffs. We have a round of 16 game this evening. It's going to be InControl versus Desolate, and hopefully we will be seeing the vetoes come in shortly, and we'll know which direction this best of three is going. Before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to RTX and the rest of the team at Off Season Shenanigans for putting these on. I mean, it's a fantastic opportunity. I've said it before, and I will say it until I'm blue in the face. For all these teams that are making roster moves, maybe they're not even making roster moves, just looking for new angles and things like that, for their map pool going into the following ESCA season, it's so good to be able to get so many reps before you actually get started within the season. So it's great for that. And just building a platform that's going to snowball into something bigger, hopefully as well. There's talk of VRS ranking potentially on the cards for season 9, so that's huge. But even setting that to the side, it's just a great project. And shout out to all the fellas that go into making it happen. And a second shout out to our boy Storm, one of the other community casters for OSS. Just hopped on a call. It was a blessing in disguise, really, that the match was delayed from its initial start time of 9 o'clock back to the default of 9:30, because I was scrambling. I was scrambling to get home in time, get everything set up, get the stream going and all of that. That extra time, and you might have seen me messing around, fiddling around with the waiting for game. Let's go ahead and turn that off while I'm thinking about it as well. Fiddling around with all these things. The good news is that once we actually get in game, we will have a HUD. We will have a HUD, so I'm psyched for that. Really, really cool. Stepping up the production game just a little bit. So we are seeing the veto go live here. I don't actually have info on what maps will be played just yet, but we'll have that in short order here. How's everybody doing this fine evening? Venom CS, I assume that's Venom anyway, in the chat. Saying hi, saying hello. A couple of the other fellas from Desolate were hanging out in here as well a little bit ago. Yeah, really exciting game, exciting stream for me personally as well. I've been putting some thought into it. It's more and more likely leaning towards me putting more significant effort and setting playing to the side, maybe just for a little while anyway, and going whole hog on the casting, just seeing how far I can go with it. And this stream, if I maintain a 3 concurrent viewer average, which we've been doing way more than, and I'm very thankful for everybody that's been tuning in, might be able to get me affiliates. So there might be a subscribe button somewhere down here sooner rather than later. Would be an awesome development as well. Okay, so at least one of the maps has been picked. We're waiting on the last couple of bands to come in. Thus far banned are Dust 2, Train, and Inferno. So InControl is making the final ban that will determine our decider map, and we'll have our 3 maps here. Because of the way the Faceit HUD works, I can't really see it until the whole thing is concluded. It is what it is. So we'll know very shortly what we're getting into here. And since the 2 streams ago, I guess, I have made some adjustments with my microphone settings. I was peaking really badly on the first stream that I did for the season of OSS. It seems like my mic might be just a hair hot inside of OBS. So if anybody's in the chat right now, just let me know if I'm peaking very hard. I can go ahead and turn it down just a little bit here. And we'll see if that's a little bit better. I want to make sure that I'm coming through clearly and not blowing anybody's ears out. So, okay. Fantastic. We have our veto here. Desolate bans Train. InControl bans Dust 2. Anubis picked by Desolate. Nuke picked by InControl. Desolate bans Inferno. InControl bans Ancient. And that leaves us with Mirage as our decider if we need it. So we have Dust 4, Nuke, and Dust 3 for a best of 3 here. You'll love to see it. So hopefully we'll get IP in just a moment here. We can go ahead and hop in game, make sure the HUD's working and everything, and get right into it. Not Bango doesn't sound bad to me. Okay, good to know. Yeah, and I mean, like, the quality was fine. It was just I was peaking really hard whenever I was, like, leaning into it, you know? So I just turned it down in OSS, or OBS, rather. Okay, so moment of truth upcoming here. As soon as I have the IP, I'll swap to in-game. And maybe we'll actually have a bit of a HUD going on here. Okay, so got the IP. Let's go here. Let's make the overlay visible. It's got some players from a demo I was viewing before. Don't worry about it. It's gonna reload everything. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Okay. Making sure that I've got a couple of my observing binds set up properly. And again, shout out Storm one time for taking some time to go ahead and hop in and help me set all of these things up. Okay, so this is working off of game state integration, so I assume that everything will swap over properly whenever we swap sides. I've never actually used one of these fancy custom observing HUDs before, so it's a learning curve a little bit for me as well, but I mean, this is just a massive step up from from reading the names, trying to figure out from the profile pictures who I'm clicking on based off of like the default having the profile pictures in the boxes at the top of the screen. So this is nice, man. It pays to put a little bit of effort into production value. Oh, the numbers are bigger on the minimap as well. That makes observing a little easier. Man, this is great. So everybody hopping into the server. Oh, I guess now that I have the veto data, I wonder if I can edit the veto now that the match is live. I don't know. Let me see here. Okay, submit that. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. Okay, did OBS actually update? Oh, that's great. Yeah, I can see the best of 3 in the top left as well. We have the maps actually lined up. I mean, dude, I'll just go ahead and say it, man. Some of the matches at the major, like during the early stages, didn't have like the veto data up, especially in the best of 1s. Or in the best of 3s, rather. I think they fixed it by the time they got to playoffs, but I mean, dude, you see the whole maps for the whole best of 3 in the top left corner. This is already better production value than the major in some respects. And it took like 5 minutes at OBS. That's great. Chubby Burrito says, "Mob's my daddy." God bless. Okay. I'm hearing stuff happen in the chat. We might be getting a little bit closer to getting this best of 3 underway. Mob is also my daddy, says Bango. Are you guys brothers? Okay. Getting right into it. We're out of the group stage. Coco's out of the server. It's playoffs here in Off Season Shenanigans Season 8. It's InControl, it's Desolate. Map 1, the pick of Desolate, so InControl going to have the choice of side. We'll see the knife round given over in short order. Playing with his food a little bit. And more than likely, InControl gonna opt to start on the T side. Got a little bit of a delay as Coco is dropped from the server. Hopefully we'll get him back in shortly. Not brothers, lovers. It's a love triangle. Oh, System is now following. What's up, buddy? Thank you for tuning into the stream. It's going to be a really good game, and we're finally ready to get started. It's OSS Season 8 playoffs. It's InControl. It's Desolate. Map 1, picked by the ladder, Desolate. And we'll be starting on the T side. InControl opting to start on CT, but little pump fake on getting this best of 3 underway. As we do have Coco dropping from the server again. Hopefully this is not a theme as we get into it. Gotta sleep soon, but I gotta support the homies. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I've just been tripping, pogging out at this at Open HUD, just like getting this whole thing set up. I mean, you might have caught one of the previous streams. It was really scuffed just using like the default in-game spectator functionality. But our boy Storm hooked me up, hopped on a Discord call with me for about 10 minutes prior to the vetoes and just helped me get everything set up, get it all working. And just like that, man, we got a huge step up in production value. It actually looks like a Counter-Strike live stream now. Moving up in the world, man. It's great. And it's Open HUD on GitHub. I think the guy's last name is Timmerman. I can't remember first name, but shout out to that fella for programming this whole thing, putting this together. It is fantastic what people will create if you give them the tools and the opportunity to let their creativity fly and just see what they come up with. We're still waiting on Coco to hop back in the server. And I'm hoping this is not like a problem. What about you, System? You said you had to be up really, really early tomorrow. You got work? One of these days, we will have to hop on the cast together. Missed about 2 weeks of school. Damn, son. Bro's got to wake up at 3 a.m. and absolutely lock in. But I believe in you, man. You got it. Okay, Coco's back. Looks like he's moving around okay. So Bin pump faked. Bin pump faked on the start of this best of 3. 3 times. So hopefully, or well, twice now. So hopefully third time is the charm. And it looks like it will be. Going live. InControl versus Desolate. Map 1 picked by Desolate. InControl, in spite of this, choosing to start on the CT side. It's going to be pretty standard buy coming out for Desolate. It's 1 set of utility, a smoke and 2 flashbangs. And it's instantly a confrontation coming out from E-Box, but only the single player spotted out. Scorchy is here alone on the P250 while the hit is being set up over towards the A-bomb site. And Pancake will have much to do in short order here as the hit is being set up. Smoke is primed. Flash to be coming in soon enough. And blinded off of Heaven is Pancake. The space is going to be conceded into the bomb site, and the plant is going to go down completely uncontested. The smoke into camera as well, and the CTs are entirely blocked out. So Pancake takes a gush. The smoke goes down early enough that the retake has an opportunity to come in, but they're looking to deny it just straight up. It's a push into the sewer, and it's 3 kills by 3 different players for Desolate. And the smoke being picked up by Beast over in Heaven is going to mean it's an instant concession. Just opting to save the Kevlar, and they won't even be able to do that. Mob is left alone, and Tyra to close it out with a double kill on the bridge as Desolate take the pistol. And it's actually going to be the investment back into the second round here. 5.7s at Deagles and MP9. And a more standard spread, it would appear, for InControl. They're opting to completely play off of middle here, and this could get a little bit ugly outside of A main. The Molotov coming in from the T's will be good to block it off. But meanwhile, Mob has actually found the double kill with the 5.7, and Beast is going to be left here alone with the bomb, thus far undetected. JS Feltner will be good for 1 and spotting more bodies underneath, but Beast goes down underneath the rugs, or up at rugs rather, and it's a disaster. As bomb is found by Pancake, and the CTs have complete control of the canal. Now, Tyra's position is not known to this point, but enough time has elapsed that you might think that Pancake would be mindful of the walkthrough, and they might just miss each other here. Doesn't look like Tyra has spotted him up to this point. JS Feltner looking to make a little bit of noise, pull the attention away. Won't find the first kill up at the rugs, but knocks his HP low enough that Tyra is able to find the trade and the bomb as well. He's got some time to play with, has some old information on the whereabouts of all the CTs, and it's old enough that he's got to be mindful of the rotations coming in from Heaven and Camera. 1 tap on the bomb. And would have time to get it down, but of course he doesn't know what he doesn't know. All 3 CTs playing it as a death ball. The AK baiting the 2 players on the weaker guns. And with 20 seconds remaining, Tyra doesn't have the time to fiddle with this much longer. The CTs are going to clear out the A bomb site. The plant will come in over towards B. And Tyra's got a position where he could at least play for the win in this 1 versus 3. And the health is going to come into play. Helmets on 2 of the CTs. Katoir being left without. But HP low enough on all 3 CTs that a dink would do it. But the defuse is being held. The first kill will come in. Position given away. Aware of the second CT swinging wide. Mob will find the kill. And they'll close out the 3 versus 1 with a few seconds to spare on the defuse as well. That's a huge round for InControl to pick up. So do we see the force buy wars come out from Desolate? Looking like a solid answer in the affirmative. We got some full belts of utility. We've got some Tech 9s and Mac 10s. Probably something fast. And what will be an attempt to keep the money wars going early on in this first half of our best of 3. Vipum and Mob have done well to put pressure over towards the canal early on in the rounds. But the smoke gun, default E-box, will give Tyra a little bit of space to work with, but meanwhile, Mob will go down 1 for 1 inside of the bomb site. Vipum is at least able to keep the space inside of E-box and give InControl a position to mount this retake. JS Feltner in a very important position here to be able to further press the advantage, but Katuar is having none of it. Galil will come out on top over towards the MAC-10. The grenade very nearly finds the kill as well, but gives away the position. And Scorchy's going to be good for 2, very nearly the third over on E-box as well. The positions of both players known to each other, so it's just a game of playing time. Calamity, he's got the MAC-10. He's spamming away, and Vipum running out of bullets. Calamity will close out the 1 versus 1. And we go again on the Force Buy Wars. So now it's a question. Will we see a run back of the previous Canal Crunch that did well for InControl in the first Force round? The T-Stair smoke and the heavier presence over towards A suggests it. Calamity not going to opt to go through in light of seeing that smoke come down. Not an unusual protocol, you see, for the T's to immediately call off the mid control in light of that smoke going down. We do have a trade in mid with JS Felter finding Katuar. And some good info gathered inside of Canal, but Pancake not opting to stay. And Desolate have a chance to reset and take a slower approach inside of this round. It's looking like it may yet be an eventual hit over towards the A site. The lurk smoke from JS Feltner is going to pull a little bit of attention over towards B, and the reclear in from mid will be good for the information, but will it be too little too late? Actually, Coco might get a little bit more than he initially bargained for. It's actually Pancake that takes the brunt of the damage, and spotting the 2 CTs over in middle is going to force the push into the A bomb site. JS Feltner will go down in mid. The bomb site taken, however, and the bomb will go down. It is man advantage for InControl, but advantage in terms of the guns and the utility in favor of Desolate. Sewer control is going to be taken in the meantime. Scorchy's got a lot to do. 3 bodies staring him down from A main. And the cover will come in from heaven. Beast is actually going to go down. It leaves us in a 1 versus 1 here with Pancake looking to flush out Calamity from the heaven. He's actually going to tap on the bomb. Oh, he's sticking it. Does Calamity call the bluff? He doesn't. He spots him in the back, just barely hits the MAC-10 headshot in the nick of time. That'll be enough for Desolate to string 2 in a row in the opening section of this half, and will prompt the eco from InControl, you would think. An opportunity to get the ball rolling early on in this half. Oh, Coco's dropped from the server again. And I can't actually... Well, I guess I can pull up the in-game scoreboard. That does work. Okay, good to know. Not sure if he's having ping issues or what the issue is precisely, but that's not a great look. 1 and 4 prior to the death by disconnect. Flashbang over towards B main, however, will be good for some damage. A couple of trades back and forth, but JS Feltner coming in on a delay from the E-box will collect the AK after the eco frags, and Desolate with a 4th. So Coco back in the server. On paper, it doesn't look like a ping problem. So, don't know. Is that a different approach or a missed T-Stair smoke from InControl? Either way, Scorchy's going to have the line with the AWP. And no shots have rung out yet. The CTs don't necessarily know that he's on the line. The money would certainly suggest that he can be. So Vipum playing it cautiously. Utility completely used up inside of the E-box at just over a minute in the round. The flash into A main will actually be good. It's a little bit awkward as Pancake doesn't quite get found out by Calamity. So they'll be good for the 1-for-0. But meanwhile, Tyra's actually got an interesting flank up here in middle. The quick step is going to give his position away, and Coco will find the headshot as well. Reclearing window after the fact, but a nice shot from Beast to keep it only a one-man disadvantage, and now evened up. So the A bomb side again compromised. Catoir's got to give a little bit of space over towards heaven as the bomb goes down. Wait for the teammates to reinforce. And we know how rough it can get for a CT just in terms of the economy game. So it's a question of, does InControl opt to concede this round off the bat? Doesn't look like you have any kits on the remaining CTs. So time really going to be a factor here. JS Feltner posted up here at the fountain. Will be taking first contact as what looks to be a retake comes in. Good shot from Catoir, but it's only a consolation prize. The bomb is ticked, too far gone, and they'll opt to hold onto their guns and live to fight another round. So still some compromises to be had on this buy. A couple of kits missing. Coco not having a great time, both for the disconnects and because brother is on an MP9 in a full buy round. Never a place you want to be as a CT, but pushed up into the canal might be a place you want to be. He's got good cover from Vipum as well. And it's just a matter of, will he get timinged out here as the Ts are walking a mid? Tyra's actually going to go down over towards the T steps. So that's a big opener. Space conceded over in mid. Catoir's aware of it. Oh, he might just miss the timing. And he has. JS Feltner has made it across completely undetected. And Mob is mindful of the possibility, but not actively ready for it. And look at this game of timing here. As JS Feltner has slipped all the way over in CT spawn. The rest of Desolate rerouting over towards the B-bomb site. Oh, the steps are going to confirm it as well. And may just see the pace up called here, but they're opting to play it really slow, JS Feltner. And the rest of Desolate playing this very patiently here. Looking. Trying to find the solo B defender. Vipum turns his back at the wrong time, and it's the B-bomb site lost. And that's such an infuriating death if you're that E-box player there. Because you know your teammates are mindful of the positions. That's one that they're going to be kicking themselves for going back over the demo. But maybe less so if the retake does come in. They've got the time for it. They've got the kits. They've got the utility. And the push will be coming in. Calamity, good for the double, however. Gives the man advantage over to Desolate. Scorchy with the op from B main as well. And Pancake goes down. So enough money to scrape together a slightly rough buy, but a workable one for InControl. And again, it's heavy emphasis on contesting this canal control early in the rounds here. But slower on the pace are they this time around. I have the names on the wrong side. I don't know what you mean. Isn't InControl up 6-1? No, sir. Do I have the team names backwards? That would be kind of cringe. Yeah, the team names are backwards. The HUD didn't swap. That's really cringe. Okay, somebody call Storm. We'll figure out a way to fix it. Yeah, Cola, this is my first go around with making use of Open HUD. So figures that something would break. Yeah, give me just a second here. Cola is now following. Shout out, Cola. Okay. Let's refresh. Let's start. HUD's be buggin'. Ain't that the truth, brother? Okay. We'll focus on the round for now. The team names are swapped for the time being anyway. If anybody's familiar with OpenHUD, I'm more than open to suggestion on how to fix the swapped team names. So JS Feltner, gonna be good for one over towards the B-bomb site at the start of the round. Yeah, man, I was kind of wondering, why is this ECL team getting cooked? Like, what is happening here? But that makes a lot more sense. But Coco trying to at least get something going for Desolate, and he's going to be good for it with a triple kill as well. A lot of pressure still up as he's left with no bullets left in the M4, just trying to close it out with the USP. And finally, a little bit of relief, you would think, from Pancake coming in from the temple. The last man will go down inside of the bomb site. Coco, in the meantime, eventually gets taken out, but not before finding a very important three-piece for Desolate, mind you, not InControl, as the HUD will lie to you and suggest to pick up a second round here on CT side. Oh, beautiful. Okay, we got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we figured it out. All right, so tactical timeout to come in from InControl. Just a quick reset. And a reminder, don't let this fella on the B bomb site triple kill us with an M4 and USP, and we'll be completely golden. Pep's Prod in the chat with the Pog Champ. What's up, man? Yeah, shout out Cola one time. It really is a team effort on these community OSS casts, man. I love it. Oh, that's not looking good. Coco's frozen out in the middle. Don't know if he's disconnected once again. Looking like that is the case, but Catwar at least trying his damnedest to do something in spite of the circumstances. He'll find one over towards B main, but trade it out. And it looks like Coco will make it back into the server. This is really, really odd. Pancake is pushed down mid. And he's completely cleared out the top of mid and the top of stairs. The fight over towards E-Box is going to prompt him to act maybe a little bit sooner than he wanted. But Vipem, in the meanwhile, is going to be taking space up towards the mid bridge. Mob will trade him out as he goes down to Scorchy. The space lost over towards the A bomb site. Of course, Scorchy still has to be mindful of a potential A player here, so they'll take their time with it before eventually putting the bomb down. And this has the potential to get dicey. Mob does have a kit, and both of the T's have opted to clear out towards A main. There is still a Molotov to be had, but it won't matter if Coco Smoke goes down onto the bomb, and it will miss its mark Mob is actually going to get on it with the defuse kit. The location of both CTs identified. He's burning up in the Molotov. And you really thought Desolate might have been able to piece that together. I don't know if there was a miscomm on the position of the bomb plant, but the Molotov from main does wind up coming in clutch. Not quite a 1G, but I mean, we'll take it, right? What's up, Piglet? I love to see a Piglet in my Twitch chat, man. It's great. Oink, oink, indeed, my friend. Were you on the squad whenever we played, like, the very first season of OSS back in Go? I can never remember if that was before or after you quit. Will be a couple of frags for InControl to take fast control into this round. And the locations of the kills in mid and A are going to prompt a bit of an over-rotation from Desolate and InControl, just playing this really, really well. Completely manipulated them off of the B-bomb site and walked in just about for free. So Desolate, you've got one more round to try to contend on this CT side of Anubis. You've got to hold on to the rifles to make it competitive. Some juggling going on here from Katuar. He wants to give one of his teammates an opportunity to pick up a better gun, but Beast is hunting. And the juggling may come back to bite Katuar. He'll be good for the first at least, but Mob, he's not going to be ready for the T at the top of Rugs. And Katuar, a lot of pressure. He'll more than likely live it out as they aren't exactly rushing him down. Oh, the swing comes in right at the last second. Calamity's got the kill. And that is a gut punch for Desolate to go down there. It's going to make it such that the buy is really scuffed going into this last round of the first half. You know what? Swapping the team names makes the fact that Desolate is starting on the CT side on their own map pick of Anubis make a lot more sense. I thought InControl was tripping, opting to start on the CT side, but they didn't opt to start on the CT side. Your boy just doesn't know what he's doing with the open HUD just yet, but it's a learning experience. We're figuring it out. What J.S. Feltner is figuring out is that he can take the space over towards E-Box more or less for free. Tyra's done a good job getting his kills over towards the middle, and Mob in the meanwhile has actually picked up a triple kill from the back of the B-bomb site. And Vipem, good for it from the MP9. Mob swinging a little bit too wide, looking for his fourth. But Tyra is still left all alone, and the spamming from Vipem in the dark will make it such that Desolate at least have something of a foothold going into the second half. That was post? Yeah. It was Spartan and Toaster that we still had on the team at that time. And I think the former was not there for very long. He might not have even been there by the time we played that first OSS season. So going into the second half here, a little bit more sophisticated an approach on paper. You got two sets of utility. You've got a fast heaven smoke coming out immediately. And you've got Beast under what will soon be a lot of pressure. But reinforcements coming in. The flashbang is good, as are the dualies with the double kill. Tyra is close, looking to follow it up. Calamity will steal the kill away from him, but the rotations have come in fast enough that it's 4 of the 5 CTs with J.S. Feltner quick on the flank if he were needed. And InControl will take the second pistol round and post a 10th. And a state where I do not envy the caller for Desolate at this point. Your back's essentially against the wall. Got to try to find a way to break back into this game. It's Tech 9s into the MP 9s and the M4 over towards camera. Scorchy will be good for the double kill. And J.S. Feltner tapping away from a distance with the MP9. will actually get caught on the reload as Mob has taken some space over towards the B site. His team is not able to make it over here fast enough to beat the rotation, and the bomb being lost over towards middle could have meant end of round, but Scorchy maybe getting a little bit overheated with it will drop into the canal, and with Mob able to find that kill, Calamity will be slow on the rotate into Temple, and it will be a bomb plant, if nothing else, for Desolate, an opportunity that they'll have to capitalize on. Now the question is, how do you approach? On these B post plants, you need one of B main, you need one of E box, you need one of Temple. You don't need all three, but you need at least one, and they're opting for the canal. They're playing for it. I think they're looking for the upgraded guns. Vipum will find it. And they're mindful of the potential walk-in from B main, and actually caught with a nade out is Beast. He won't quite go down, but the stick on the defuse will come in. Beast is on the bomb, and all Calamity's completely out of bullets. Beast is going to get knifed inside of the smoke. You thought Calamity might have had a knife kill inside of the round as well, very nearly. But a little bit of an overheat from Scorchy. I mean, he's 14 and 7. You give him a pass for 1. But dropping into the canal, giving the kill back over to Mob and the 2v2 on the B bomb site is exactly what the doctor ordered for Desolate. A second round force by victory and a scuffed force back from the CTs. Now the question, can you string 2 together in a row? Mob would very much like to. Takes down Beast over towards B main. And it was a clean man advantage before Calamity finds Coco basically completely blindly through the smoke. But you see a similar echo to the round that InControl pulled off on the previous round. Picks toward A in the middle, manipulates the rotation off of B, and the space is taken for free. Desolate echoes of the same idea, but they're slow enough and have mollied themselves out of the push to the point that Tyra is good for 1 from the flank. They haven't even identified that the second CT is over here. But meanwhile, Mob is going to be good for the double kill. That's his 3rd in the round. And it'll allow the plant inside of the site. They're aware of Tyra's position, not so for Calamity. But Tyra's actually completely backed off at this point, and it's looking like it'll be a concession. And that all-important second round in a row for Desolate. Now, it is Baby Bomb here on DE Anubis. Going to encourage Calamity to fish for some exit kills, and he'd love to get out of here with an upgraded gun. But Mob having none of it. That's his 4th on the round. Blows him out of the server immediately. And at 18 and 11, really solidly leading the charge for Desolate on their own map pick. The saved M4 will be the primary tool coming into this full eco round for InControl. Some utility getting passed around in the CT spawn as we speak. It's a couple of flashbangs for Beast. And with Tyra heading over towards B main, I think we know which way this is going. Now, Mob was really good with the entries at the start of the round here, and will again be good with the damage from the HE, but not so with the AK. Space conceded inside of V-Box, and Vipum not quite finding the kills he would have hoped to. Now, they are going to have identified at least 3 CTs over towards the B bomb site. Calamity going down inside of middle should prompt the fast push into A, but fast 2 is the rotation. Beast and JS Feltner swinging wide with the pistols. It's actually going to be the USP good for 1. Now, will they be ready for Tyra inside of Heaven? Catchwar opts the plant open and will go down, leaves it in the 2 versus 2, and Coco's completely not ready for it. Tyra on a tear here with the saved M4, knows the position of the last T, and will be ready for the walk-up from Vipum. And that's a huge round for Tyra to post 4 on the solo saved M4. And Desolate going to be kicking themselves for that one. I mean, the man just had 3 clean 1v1s on the A bomb site. Shot a man planting the bomb, shot a man, and then shot 2 men who were not even looking at him. So InControl, take control of the second half. And Scorchy wants to get active with the AWP over towards A main. He's left fully blind, but the Tech 9 is not going to connect for Pancake. And Calamity there as the backup completely bails Scorchy. Was fully blind by the flashbang, to be fair. So defensive utility over towards B, and it's just a question. Does InControl crack on this setup? Mob posted up on the temple angle. He would love for a bit of an overpeak from Tyra, and he'll get just that. But are they ready for Scorchy's AWP? They were aware of the position earlier on in the round. He'll cross it, he'll spot it, as will his teammate as well, but Mob opts to go into it. And we'll go down. Oh, and Coco's dropped from the server again. Oh, you absolutely hate to see that. Catoir very nearly had a timing and very nearly had a lineup onto Scorchy as well. Almost an opportunity to do something special with it, but that's so tragic, man. I think that's the third time this map that Coco has just dropped from the server mid-round. Absolutely brutal. As InControl have 7 match points on the CT side of Anubis. Should, and I say should, be more than enough to close this game out. It's a crawl over towards E-Box, and it's a peek from JS Feltner. He'll be good for the 1-for-1. Tyra attempting to help out from middle as well. Not opting to overcommit and overcook it. Will instead concede the space over towards middle. Scorchy can pick it up with the AWP, and they'll reinforce the B-bomb site, weakened by the one player going down inside of E-Box. Scorchy wanted the information in mid and got exactly what he bargained for. Coco to go down. Calamity blocks outside of A main. And the utility will expire around the 45-second mark. Desolate, no grenades to work with. It's just got to be the guns. You got to get through the MP9 first. And Calamity hits the double kill. Scorchy with the game ender from the AWP. And that's a 13-5 victory on Desolate's map pick. Really, really dire straits as we head into Nuke here. And I mean, not all was completely bad in that game for Desolate. They did a very good job early on in the first half of trying to contest the canal control. And I mean, winning that second pistol, or that second round force on their own CT side was absolutely huge for them. Gave them an opportunity to try to take control in that first half. But just wasn't meant to be the way the cards fell on that. So InControl to close out map 1, 13-5. We're going to go to a quick break, but stick around. It's OSS Season 8 playoffs. It's our round of 16, InControl versus Desolate. We'll be back with InControl's pick of Nuke shortly.
Believe in strength, now I'm the only one. Only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules, my life destroyed. My life destroyed.
All right. I want to thank everybody once again for tuning in. We are going to be getting underway very shortly with map 2 of this best of 3. It's InControl and it's Desolate. And this is OSS Season 8 playoffs. It's the round of 16 currently. Pretty tragic map 1 on a couple of fronts for Desolate. They lost the initial pistol on their CT side, won the second round force buy, and then failed to come out on top of the force buy wars. They had some issues with one of their players. Don't let me screw his name up. Coco. One of their players, Coco, was having some connectivity issues. It would have appeared inside of the game. He was dropping in and out a couple of times. They seem to have swapped in what appears to be a substitute. JK is in the server now. Coco is out for the time being. So really, really unfortunate. Never a situation you want to find yourself in. And staring down the barrel of elimination now, but JK at least looking warm in the warm-up anyway. So hopefully we'll be able to put it... Whoa. We'll be able to put up a good fight as we come into this second map. It is InControl's map pick, to be fair, so Desolate will have their choice of starting side. Will more than likely opt for the heavily favored CT side on Nuke. And it is InControl's turn to have a player drop from the server. But does not matter. Just a knife round. Calamity gonna hit the disconnect for funsies as well. It is their map pick. Desolate do have the choice of side. But they've opted to leave Tyra all by himself for the giggles. Okay, so gotta keep an eagle eye. Yeah. Let's go ahead and make sure that our open HUD is going to work right here. There we go. Fantastic. We're learning here, ladies and gentlemen. We're learning, and InControl are looking to book themselves a ticket to the quarterfinals of Off Season Shenanigans Season 8. Desolate had a very rough time on their own map pick of Anubis. And staring down what looks to be a strong nuke from InControl's side. And it's going to be the rush straight out of Hut to start us out here on map number 2. JS Felter and Calamity, good for the 2 kills inside of the A bomb site. And it's going to be a retake situation immediately with the 2-man disadvantage. And Scorchy just looking to extend it further. He's just flattening them with that Gluck. Pancake, what are you made of? Head gets caved in like soft dough from the Glocks of InControl, and it'll be a fast and clean pistol round with not a single member going down. Now, a reminder that the ever-beloved Mirage for all of North America is in the background as a decider if we need it. And I won't write it off entirely. But if the pistol round was any indication, and the second as well, it has thus far been a very quick mop-up. Nice little triple kill on the MAC-10 from Calamity. And Beast will clean it up. So a little bit of money made. And the singular MAC-10 gets tossed away. Still a couple of Galils to be had for the side of InControl. But when you think about it, a Galil's just kind of a crappy M4, no? So it's at worst even with Desolate on the firepower coming into this round. The CT's lacking for a couple of grenades that they might want coming into this round. But certainly enough to play with. And the pace down to a crawl at the opening of this round. Pancake has opted to use what utility he did have in this round early on. And the smoke will expire soon. No shenanigans to be had with the T's walking through and giving him something unprompted. But the reinforcement will be good from Catoir. The re-smoke onto ramp to block it yet a little bit longer. And it's a slower default spread, with Tyra looking to potentially get active through the diagonal wall. JK is posted up in the back of garage and will be there to catch it on paper, but it's going to be some trades going back and forth at ramp, and really more so fourth for Desolate. But I say that Calamity good for the double kill. We'll bring it back to a 2 versus 3, and JS Feltner catching the flank from Vipem. So 35 seconds and a decision to be made here. Very little information on the remaining 2 CTs. They were aware of one outside, but much time has passed since then. Mob, he's going to go looking for the information. And as soon as he clears out ramp, it'll confirm to JK that the move will more than likely be coming in towards the upper bomb site. And they're waiting. They're taking their sweet time with this. It's going to be the smoke going down onto Mini. And just enough time for Calamity to come in and plant the bomb. But he opts to plant one, and JS Feltner is actually going to go down. They're going to lose it on time. Oh, that's brutal. Took just a little bit too long for it. Didn't give himself any room to actually secure the plant. Worried about a player inside of HUD, it prompted him to try to plant on the far side of the silo, and the one kill comes in from heaven. He just doesn't have time to plant it. So Desolate, absolutely given a gift by InControl here on this third round of Nuke. And it wouldn't be OSS without a little NACS sprinkled in. Now Tyra is going to look to right the wrongs of the previous round. JK posted up on the same position inside of Mini here. The fighting over towards Mini will prompt the peak, and Mob is going to find Calamity in the meantime as well. Beast has made it down into secret, but it's really little consolation, even if Scorchy manages to join him, as they've been left in a 2 versus 5. Now, we know it's NACS. The throws can go both ways. But Mob playing it safely for the time being. Control glass not broken. So not possible for InControl to go anywhere other than down here into his crosshair or up the vent. But it'll be the former, and Mob will find the first. Not quite the second. But should be more than enough here. The plant's good consolation for InControl. The Beast is going to get swarmed on all sides here. Pancake has already snuck down from the ramp. And they will not let that gift slip away from them. And that'll just about break the money for InControl as well. Now, they are on the second stage loss bonus. They could opt to upgrade some pistols and still get a decent buy into the following round. It might yet be a little bit more of an investment than that. Or Calamity is just conceding, okay, I'll go on a Galil in the following round. That's fine by me. On a MAC-10. With some grenades to boot as well. And some heavier play over towards outside. To start off our 5th round on Nuke. And JK doing a good job at varying the positions off the start of these rounds. Now the cross into secret will get caught on a timing, and Mini is going to be left open in the meantime. JK goes down over towards the unbreakable box, and Mob is under a lot of pressure here. Catoir is here looking to relieve some of said pressure, taking fights over towards outside. But no kills to be found. And it leaves us in a 3 versus 3. And it could get really weird here as Mob goes down inside of the bomb site. Catoir is in the right place, and the crosshair solidly placed as well. So JS Feltner will go down, and we trade down to an even 2 versus 2. And Catoir will be in a position to rotate down fast in light of the bomb getting planted on the B bomb site. It's really Pancake's position That would give them an opportunity back into this round. But Katwar going down over towards the ramp means that he's left in a 1 versus 2 and caught looking the wrong place at the wrong time. Tyra will close it out. And InControl will post the 3rd round off of the Deagle force buy. Now, Desolate will still have the opportunity to try to string more rounds together here. There's enough money left over for a half-decent buy. Some concessions to be made. Mobs on an MP9 and a couple of grenades missing as we go across the board here. But they've identified early on that the T's just kind of like to play the timing crosses over towards outside, and Katwar posted up on top of the device box. We'll see the T, that's Tyra, making it down secret, but is not able to do much about it in the way of kills. So what's the reaction? Katwar is actually going to make the rotation himself down with the AWP. Now, this could get interesting here, as Tyra has already managed to make his way across secret and into the vent. Mob boosted up over on ramp, and it's still slower play over towards lobby for the time being, but looking like the pop is going to come into the ramp. And it's a question of, do Tyra and Katwar miss each other here? And does Mob come up big with this MP9? He's good for 1, the 2nd, and very nearly the 3rd. Pancake will still trade it out. This still has the opportunity to get weird off the back of Tyra's position, but the bomb is lost over towards ramp. Oh, and they've entirely missed each other. He's opted to go up into the A bomb site here. And it's this round for InControl has now turned into a bomb recovery mission. JS Feltner going to get tagged inside of the smoke. And the spam from Pancake over on the far wall is going to identify his position as well. And it'll turn into a brawl here over towards the ramp, pushing through the smoke as Pancake. He's good for the kill. JS Feltner left alone in the 1 versus 3. He's got the first. And remember, Katwar's position never revealed, but it might just not matter. Now, surely they don't make the same mistake twice. 10 seconds left on the clock. JS Feltner not going to fiddle around. He's going to put the bomb down on the upper bomb site. They were aware of Katwar's position far earlier in the round, but it's basically a mystery at this point. Now, he's going to opt for the USP here. The shots aren't quite connecting. He's in with the body shots. And taking out the op. It's too little, too late, as Jay Feltner posts a ridiculous 1 versus 3. To bring InControl to 4 and to completely destroy the money for Desolate. And it's now a position where this half might just spiral completely out of control. Looking very rough here. It's going to be minimal investment in this round for Desolate. They've got a couple of Deagles, 5.7s to work with. And InControl might give you a miracle with that 3rd round, but they take it away as well with the 1 versus 3 clutch from JS Feltner. Huge impact on this 2nd map here. Fast flash up into heaven. JS Feltner good for it with the Mac 10, just farming a little bit of additional money here. The 3rd CT inside of the bomb site will be good for 1 onto Calamity as well, but it's a consolation frag. Pancake is left alone over towards ramp. Heavy damage taken by JS Feltner will mean that he goes down to a single Deagle body shot. But again, it's just consolation. What are you going to do here? Maybe take away another couple of guns. More likely than not, going to go down in short order. Beast will find him. And the buy's going to come in again from Desolate. But it'll be a pause before we get there. Now, not specified. Looks like it's a technical pause. Do not know what the issue is as of yet. And hopefully, in short order, we'll get rolling once again. So still just waiting to get back into the swing of it. Still reeling from that 1 versus 3 from J.S. Feltner, man. Absolutely ridiculous work. JK didn't know what hit him when that second kill came in. And again, it is times like these where I've said this before on other streams as well. I'll continue to say it until I'm on the big broadcast with all of the fancy replays and all of these sorts of things. I wish we could run this back while waiting out these technical pauses. So InControl giveth and InControl taketh away. Desolate gotta try their damnedest to stay locked in here. The unpause will come in. And one more opportunity for Desolate to stop this half from spiraling entirely out of control. InControl leading the way comfortably to this point, 5-2. And an opportunity to break the money and extend that lead yet a little bit further. Pancake has again opted to play a little bit more aggressively over towards the ramp. Nothing to be found. It is a pile-up inside of lobby here. And information collected over towards that side, you might hope, would prompt the rotate towards the inner bomb site. The A-hit is going to come in short order. And the CTs are going to have a lot to do. Mob is going to go down with nothing accomplished in the meantime. Calamity finds the spam through the mini-smoke. And Pancake goes down to Scorchy's op from inside of Hut. Vipem and JK have got to run from the hills. They've got to concede this round to try to hold on to these M4s. It's the only hope to try to get back into this half. But J.S. Feltner, he's been so impactful up to this point. JK actually went down in the meantime over towards outside, and J.S. Feltner will close out the round, and it's a little bit of body spam as well. You hate to see it if you're on Desolate or a Desolate fan at this point. J.S. Feltner farming thus far in the half at a 10-4 scoreline. Over a kill per round. Little love tap inside a spawn as we get rolling here on round number 9. Remains to be seen if it'll have actual impact. With the 5.7s here, in theory, that could come into play. But won't matter if the Deagle shot connects from deep ramp. Pancake jiggling for it, given nothing. And I think the 5-7 spam to try to conceal the drop down from the boost is going to hurt more than it helps. Because Scorchy and Calamity will both be ready for the walk-in. And InControl just about locking in a 7th. Losing a couple of guns in the meantime, but the effect of that economic damage will be pretty minimal. And it'll be a tactical timeout for InControl again here. Potentially looking to ice out the momentum, or any potential for momentum buildup for Desolate, coming into another key round here on round 10. They convert this. InControl will have a very reasonable chance of posting 10 on the T half of Nuke. And it almost seemed like the double ops were going to come out here from Desolate, but they opt to stick to the single on Katwar. InControl have shown why this is their map pick, why it's been so strong with them up to this point, and they're looking to show it once again here, but the observing is almost as bad as the fragging going back and forth here. God bless. Okay, trades going back and forth. We're in a 3 versus 3 post plant on the A bomb site. Flank will be coming in from the lobby. Scorchy is going to be ready here with the AWP. Oh, it almost looked like the shot went straight through him. And space for Cachewar and Pancake inside of lobby, but the latter will go down from Mini. JK as well. Lost to Beast and Scorchy to close it out with the double kill on the AWP. And it just comes up completely flat. The heavy A bomb site plays netting multiple important rounds here for InControl so far on this T half. And Desolate, what can you really say? Really, really tough position here as we come into round number 11. So few rounds collected so far on the CT side that they don't feel they have a choice. It has to be the force up into this round. It has to be the conversion with the MP9s and the Mag 7s. Beast and Calamity going on a little bit of a rampage, just farming it up. And just about as quickly as it began, the lobby crunch gets shut down. JS Feltner having some fun with it. The money doesn't really matter at this point in the half. Wants to take his teammate down a peg, I guess. And some auto snipers and pistols to be recovered inside of T-spawn if, God forbid, one of the Desolate players make it that far. But it's a slaughter on this first half for InControl. And it's heavy emphasis towards the A-bomb site once again. It's been very, very successful for them up to this point in the half. JK is going to go down to the HEs. And it's got to feel absolutely terrible if you're Desolate here. Cachewar going down outside as well. JS Feltner looking to pad the stats back up. Was at one point leading the way for InControl. But the frags are going to disappear. Getting mopped up by Calamity and Tyra. Are the remainder of Desolate as we swap over to the second half here. It has to be a pistol round conversion for Desolate as we go into round number 13. Or we'll be looking at a pretty quick best of 3. Double dualies dropped in the CT spawn. Excuse me, it doesn't... Is my HUD bugging out? Do the dualies just look a little strange here? Yes, they do. Okay. So double dualies indeed. A stack towards the ramp, a flash towards the outside. Tyra finds the first frag onto Cachewar. And information collected as well onto Vipem as well. Now the dualies are going to collect over and ramp. And Vipem will be left alone. He's got the first with the P250 as well, but he's going to have multiple targets on screen. And snuffed out our Desolate in the second pistol round. So it has to be the force up with the Tech 9s. A single Galil on Vipem. And at this point, you're playing with pure desperation if you're Desolate. And you've got all the confidence in the world if you're InControl. You don't care that you're making loud noises going down the vent. You don't care if the diag walls come out. You've got the confidence if you're in that position to know that you'll find a way to close these rounds out, especially if the flashbang doesn't actually connect. It'll only be good for the 1-for-1 Cachewar to trade it out, but JS Feltner, having dropped down into the vent earlier, will be good for the cleanup as well. Scorchy rotating over, looking for the second over into the garage. JS Feltner will trade him out. Galil recovered. and 10 match points for InControl to close this best of 3. And what do you call here if you are the caller for Desolate? You certainly don't call for a missed mini smoke onto the door. You don't call for getting spammed down through the smoke by J.S. Feltner. And regardless of the call, if Scorcheek posts a 3-piece onside of the A's bomb site, there's not a whole lot you're going to be able to do. InControl is going to close it out 13-2 on map 2. Absolutely brutal. As Scorchy and J.S. Feltner both breaking the 180-yard barrier on that game. It's a really tough loss for Desolate. But, I mean, you just hate to see it, man. With the internet problems for Coco on map 1 as well. Just not a lot to be done about that sort of thing. So really, really unlucky. I mean, I think InControl was a pretty heavy favorite coming into that game to begin with. But you would have hoped for something a little bit more competitive for Desolate. But, I mean, they've got some good reps, I'm sure. And I will say it until I'm blue at the face. OSS is great for that, getting a ton of reps before you actually go into the start of the ESCA season. So they've got that to go off of. And at the very least, none of the other teams have to have reservation about scrimming them for the remainder of the OSS season as we go into the regular season of ESCA. They've got that going for them. I'm sure they've got some good experience out of their time playing in OSS, but that's going to be the end for Desolate in this playoff bracket. InControl advancing to the round of 8 in very, very clean fashion. And one of the stronger teams in the bracket. You would think looking to make a deep run and taking a shot at winning the whole thing. So, with all of that being said, I want to thank everybody who's came onto the stream. It was a little bit of a short one today. Only about an hour and a half for a best of 3 is pretty fast. But with that being said, I'm going to pull up the OSS Discord, see who else has got some streams live right now. And I'm going to send you over to one of the other lovely community casters. Now, more likely than not, you guys are going to hear a little bit of background noise as I pull some of these up. So I apologize for that. Who is live? Okay, Locally Hated versus Rain Above is live on map 2. Let's see, F5 versus TSG, it looks like is still live as well. Okay, so our boy Storm was the absolute goat of this stream, helping me to set up OpenHUD before the actual best of 3 got started. So that's who I'm going to send you guys over to. He's also covering TSG versus F5 Esports. So once again, really, really thankful for everybody for tuning in. Really thankful to the whole staff and team over at Off Season Shenanigans for putting on this tournament. And thankful for all the players for participating as well. I mean, it's gotten stronger every season, it feels like. Like these first couple of OSS seasons when I was actively playing as well, I mean, had a mix of like open, IM, all the way up to ECL teams. But now it just seems like it's a sea of main and advanced teams, a couple of ECL squads mixed in there as well. So really, really great stuff having been put on by RTX and company. And I really hope they get the VRS for Season 9 as well. Now, I'm going to send you guys over to Storm. Not sure if this will be my last stream of OSS Season 8. I'm kind of getting wrecked on schedule. So we'll see where the quarterfinals wind up laying. But until then, whether it's OSS, whether it's ESCA Season 54, I want to thank you guys all for tuning in, and I will see you next time.